What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am Christopher Bean with Tactical Advantage, and today what I want to talk about is the quickest and easiest way to get a 0 on your red dot.
Lucky Gunner is my recommended trusted provider of freedom seeds for range or defensive use. In stock, good prices, and rocket fast shipping are why I go back again and again. Because of new guidelines, I can't link their site or say it, but you're smart and you can find it with a simple Google search. Stick it to the man by paying them a visit today.
I think you guys recently saw me get this gun prepped for its first use, and I mounted a new optic on it. And I see a bunch of stuff and a bunch of videos where people kind of really talk about the way that they zero, distance, things like that. And it really complicates matters, I think, for a lot of folks. So I just wanted to show you the quickest method that I use just to be done with it or be very, very close. So when I go to the range, I might have a 0 in 2 or 3 rounds and we're just done. And really what I do with that is just laser bore sight it at the distance I want to 0. So what I'll end up doing is taking you guys out back, and we'll set up the target at 10 yards, and I'll put the camera through the optic and show you how quick and easy that is. And this bore sighter, I don't advocate a brand or anything like that. I got this on Amazon and I bought it to actually make a video with, a different kind of video that you might have seen just talking about like draw and muzzle direction. But that's really what these are for, is for zeroing optics. So basically this just sits in the chamber of your gun, and then you can look through your optic, and all you want to do is match up those two sources of light, the dot and the laser being emitted from your pistol, and that's it. I think you'll see once I go out there and do it, it'll probably take about a minute all in. From the time I start the camera to the time I get it to kind of where it's set up where I want it to be and being completely done. Now, will that give you a perfect 0? Maybe, maybe not. There's some things with how your ammo acts, how you choose to either 0 offhand or 0 from a bench. There's variables there. But what I will confidently say, every time I've done this, within 1 or 2 rounds at the range, I've got a 0 that I'm happy with, that I can move on from. And how I know this works over time, way back in the day, about 20 years ago, I was a bench smith at a Leo-centric gun shop, and we would laser bore sight all of the rifles that we built for the sheriff's department or the departments that are purchasing stuff from us, just to get them really close so they're not wasting a bunch of time. It works. It simply does what it's supposed to do. Perfect? No. Pretty dang good? Absolutely yes. So this is going to be a short video. I just wanted to show you guys cheap, man. This thing was like $9 on Amazon. It does what it needs to do, and it just saves you a lot of headache and heartache. And at 33 cents a round, if there's any issues you're having with your shooting when you're trying to 0, you could chase your tail for quite some time. This at least gets you real close. Or if for some reason, which it doesn't happen often, that you're off paper, you don't have to hunt trying to figure out where off paper you are. So hopefully it helps. Inexpensive, quick thing to do, and just showing you guys it's not as hard as it looks. All right, thanks. See you next time. All right, folks. So where we're at right now is I tried to do this outside, but the weather's just not cooperating with me. It's been raining here for like 9 days. But really what we're looking at in front of us is, on the right is the dot, or the RDS's dot, and on the left is the laser emitted dot on target. And basically all you need to do at this point is match up those two things, and that'll give you a very close 0 that you can refine once you go to the range, versus having to like hunt down and chase bullet impacts to get it where you want to go. And I'll just show you quickly how easy that is to get to. Get in there, baby. All right, so now, okay, that's the wrong way. Oops. But you see, if you move it, it's not that big of a deal. And I'm doing this in real time so you guys can see how quickly that comes together. So it's pretty close, right about there. And now we can go ahead and try and just match them up on elevation. Oops. I was really kind of worried about losing focus on this because it's very finicky. Not the actual zero hunting, but keeping the camera happy is a lot. But at least you guys only have to kind of suffer with it for like a minute or so. So there we're pretty close. And as you can see, if you get to the point where you can't see the difference between the two dots, theoretically your impact and your optic should be in line. I'm pretty happy with that. So basically what I would do now is just take it to the range, and maybe in 3 shots, I've got it kind of dealt with. I'm not having to, have an impact off 3 or 4 inches, guess my click into, and do all that with live ammunition. I'm more doing that ahead of time, and I'm just refining. So it's taking a little bit of shooter out of the picture and just making life a little bit easier to zero. So $9, you can do it in the house, not have to spend 1 round, super quick, super easy, and that's about it. So I know this was a quick video, guys, but sometimes it's not complicated. Sometimes it's pretty easy. So I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.